Hey fandom, how's it going? So today we're going to be talking video games and the fact that the Order 1886, yes, the upcoming Sony exclusive game, there was a leak online. And what has happened is it has unleashed a whole storm of problems for that developing team. So let's get into it. The first thing that you should know is that the Order 1886 is an upcoming Sony exclusive game. If you guys have been hiding under a rock, this is a big Sony game. They have been pushing this a lot for a while. And what happened was that a YouTuber named Play Me Through has actually gone and uploaded the entire game. Now, since then, the entire YouTube account has been shut down. Of course, that's probably been happening because of copyright laws and the fact that the game got out early and all that stuff and yada yada yada, and it's a single player experience. That's not the biggest issue though. The biggest issue of this is the fact that the game is only 5 hours long if you speed through it. That's the key word, if you speed through it. And that has set off a chain online that people are just going nuts about it. People are trying to say that I'm going to boycott this game, I'm going to hold out, I'm not going to buy this, I'm not going to play it, I'm not settling for these practices, and things like that. Now, would I ever tell you to go buy a $60 game for only 5 hours? No, of course not. Who would pay $60 for a 5-hour video game? It's completely outrageous, it's too much cash, and really that's just ridiculous. Now, I've heard of a lot of other YouTubers and a lot of other media sites saying, well, people pay $60, you know, every year for a Call of Duty game or a Destiny game. What you have to remember though is that Order 1886 is a single player game exclusively. It does not have any online features, so when you include those games like Call of Duty and Destiny, you're getting a lot of replayability. You can go back and play the online components, you can go back and, you know, team up with your friends, your other squad mates. In Destiny, you could do raids over and over again. There's different experiences and there's different things that happen. Even though, yes, Destiny is inherently repetitive, you do have that multiplayer experience that kind of cushions the blow a little bit of that. Versus the Order, where if you just play it once or twice, most people are just going to put it down and go, okay, well, that's it. I'm done with it. I had my time with it. And, you know, I'm ready to move on to the next big thing. There's really not much else here. Now, what we also have to remember from this YouTube post is that this was basically a speedrun. The guy mainlined the game, didn't do any of the side stuff, he didn't do any of the collectibles, and other YouTubers and other people on NeoGAF and other forums have gone on and said, hey, I beat the game, I got the game early, I've got the trophies to show it to you, but it only took me 9 to 10 hours. That's a little bit better, you know, it's double the time than a 5-hour game through, but we are going into this day and age where the problem is that we are having these multi-million-dollar game development cycles. They're taking 3 to 4 years, all these huge companies and everything, and they're banking on these games, and they are investing so much into it and dumping so much money into it, and when you kind of examine a game that's only 5 to 10 hours, you kind of have to wonder, hey, maybe I'm kind of, you know, I'm short on cash right now, I don't have a job, or I'm kind of struggling right now. Is this really worth my time? Am I really going to sink in 5 to, you know, 10 hours into this experience and pay $60 for this when I could just wait a few more months, and especially next month with Bloodborne coming out and then a few months later with the Arkham Knight coming out? You gotta kind of consider that and kind of factor that into your thought process, especially when most people, most regular people, only buy about 1 to 2 video games a year. That's it. They just cut it off at that. And I think the Order 1886 is going to be one of those tragic failures, to be honest with you. Now, I'm really curious what you guys think about the game length of Order 1886, and how do you process a game's value for you? Do you want something that's really short and simple, like a lot of indie games, that, you know, you could breeze through it in a few hours, you pay 20 bucks, you bing, bam, boom, you're done, and that's it? Or do you want something as grandiose, as huge as Dragon Age? Me, personally, now that I'm starting to get older, I don't have as much time to invest in these huge games like Dragon Age. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I beat Dragon Age Inquisition over my Christmas break because I had that free time, but it burned me out. It actually burned, this is the first time a video game has actually burned me out, where I had to sit down and go, okay, I'm going to take this next month off, I'm not playing any video games, I'm coming back fresh, because that happened. I put so much time into Dragon Age Inquisition where I was like, yeah, I'm done, that's it, I'm good for a while, and that completely took me out for a while. And maybe it's because I'm just getting older and life experience and everything like that, but I don't have that time investment like I used to put in for a 60, 70 hour game. So something a little bit shorter, like around a 10, 15 hour game, that works for me personally. But I'm curious what you guys think about it. Is it working for you? Would you pay $60 for a 5 to 10 hour game like the Order 1886? Do you think you're getting your money's worth? Me personally, one of my favorite video games of all time is BioShock Infinite. Now, if you know anything about BioShock Infinite, you can mainline BioShock Infinite in about 5 to 6 hours if you just go straight through it. However, I took my time with it, I did everything, I did all the side quests, I achievement hunt on it, I beat it about 3 times, and to be honest with you, each playtime took me about 10 hours, and I felt really complete. I felt the story was good. I felt I got a solid ending to it, and I really enjoyed that. Not to mention the DLC, which was actually not that bad. If you've never played it, I do recommend it. It ties in things really well with the original BioShock. So with that said, this is a new weekly thing that I'm going to be doing. Let me hear your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think about video game length, if you think you're going to get your money's worth. And please, 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 I'm telling you right now, do not pre-order games like the Order 1886 or anything like that. Hold off on it. Wait for reviews. Wait for other YouTubers to give their opinion on it. Love to hear back from you. Comment, subscribe.